let's discuss this next slide, that std in. Normal input for a program is generally taken from the most common of input peripherals. Which input peripheral? Okay, keyboard. Peripherals means, like, some parts are connected to the computer. Those are called peripherals. So keyboard is a one kind of part connected to the computer. So, for example, the example we discussed last time, the cat, providing that these files contains input to this command, to this program, and then and then redirecting that output to another file. So std is changed the default input channel to specify a different place to get input from, which happens to be a file 1. It should be like file 1 here. File 1 instead of the default keyboard. So by default you can get an input from the keyboard and output on the monitor, but in this case our program taken our input from this file 1 and redirected that output to file 2.out. Okay. When you interact with a shell prompt command, okay, the program is reading the data you are entering from std in. So your std in can be your keyboard, or in your some different file, or some other program's output. So it can be that will be your std. So if you prefer not to enter the data by hand, you can put it in a file and redirect the file into program's std in. This greater than sign character directs the contents of the file to its right into the std in of the command to the left. Okay. std in of the command. So this is, see, std in, which one is the std in of this command? This file 1, the std in. And what is the std out of that command? This one is std out. Okay, so this is called redirection. Okay, so redirecting input or output to some other places other than the default location or default place, that is called redirecting. That is std in, std out, std error, that we are going to discuss after this slide. See, std out stands for standard output. See, std means standard, out means out, standard output. std out is the output connection, right? That is connection that Unix provides for programs. That is the connection actually. So you have one program, and that program is displaying some output, and that output Unix is providing for other programs. Other programs are whoever is interested. Okay, so you can get output of the program and redirect that output to your email system. email like mail system, and you can get an email of that output. Okay, if you want to send output of a command to a file, right, then you can redirect std out. This character, which means greater than character, directs the std out of the program to its left into the contents of the file to its right. Std out by default is monitor, this monitor, terminal. But it was redirected to file 2.out. There is a file name, right? In previous example. Std error, standard error, stands for standard error. Standard error is the output stream, right? That error messages are sent to. The error messages are sent. Like when you have created one script or program and you executed it, and that program is displaying or throwing some errors. So those errors you want redirected in some other file, and that file called standard error. Okay, commonly users terminal is the std error. So commonly means by default, if you are not providing any output or I can say standard output or standard error, by default the errors will be displayed on your monitor. But if you are specifying something different, then it will be displayed in other location. So if you want to put std error into the same file in which you are storing std out, use this one, greater than and ampersand. So yes, greater than means std out and ampersand means that that includes std error. Pipes is a very important. Unix commands are powerful, right? But if those are combined, tasks become easy. Commands can be combined with a pipe. The pipe we saw one example, like I wanted to see some contents of the file page by page. So at that I put a pipe. Pipe means like a vertical line. See, like this vertical line on the keyboard. There's a right above backslash. Like a backslash on the keyboard is like this, and this vertical sign, that is a pipe. So if I want to see, like for example, cat and my file, okay, some file 2012 is the name of my file, right, .txt, right, and then I say pipe, that vertical line and more. So in this case what I'm doing, I'm displaying the contents of this file and providing that output, right, to this more command using this pipe, this vertical, this pipe. So that means, pipe means like it's connecting, so one program cannot work individually. It requires some another program requires input from different users and programs are processing. So that's the reason this pipe is used to combine the so many commands and programs task together. So so the pipe means feeding. So this is very important. Pipe means feeding output of one program to input of another program. Okay, so that is like a continuity of your task. So one program is doing some task, and then whatever the output is coming, that is going to fed into another program's input. To create a pipe, simply use this character. It's a vertical character that is called pipe. Okay, character between two commands. This is one command. This is another command. So concatenating or cat this file, and whatever the output it is displaying, and feeding that output into the input of this command. This command, you know what it does. Doesn't matter what it does. It's not important here what it does, but what important here is this command is taking input from this command. This command's output. Okay, and we know what it does. WC minus L. It counts the number of lines. Okay. So these are the contents of the file and provided to this file's input, or not file's input, command's input. So this pipe is very important. You will be coming across this command numerous times in future. So now let us move to another slide. Regular expressions. Regular expressions are set of key combinations. That are meant to allow Unix users and administrators to have control over what they are searching for when using commands such as grep. These are some regular expressions you have to use, and that is important while using some utilities in order to search some strings and words. For example, we learned a grep, right? That grep is to extract some strings from the file, right? And so what I can extract, that depends on what kind of expressions you are using. For example, if I use a star, that means star means like everything, grep everything from that file. Right? So those are some expressions we have to use. So regular expressions are used in conjunction with other commands and to search contents within a file. Right? If you want to search something, some words, so you can say like a grep that word, right? Grep that word in the file. That is okay. But if you want something complicated, in that case you have to use this kind of regular expression like a dot character and this asterisk star character. So dot is used to match any character as a single unit. And asterisk, which can be used to match any number of character occurrences of a pattern. That means if I want to say like a grep and star, grep, and I'm saying grep, and I want to see some kind of character, it was my program was causing problem, so I was saying grep. So let's say something C library, C lib is the one string or one word in my file, my programs is like something web, my web 2.ksh. Okay, this is my one script, and I'm searching this word in that. Okay, but I want to search everything, like I can put in like a star and whatever below, whatever before this and after this I want to search. In that case I can use like this star CLLIB C library, and you can put in a double quote as well. So dot is basically if you want for example there are different kind of libraries and I want any library, doesn't matter whether C library or F library, Fortran library or Pascal library or anything library, right? So I can say okay dash, no not dash, this dot, grep dot and library, grep this one. So it may contain, it will say like okay C lib, P lib, F lib or any lib which contains a one character with this lib. So that's the dot is used for that. Okay. So for example this one, example of grep, something, some name, and is something, some file is there. So you can grab this this name with like 3 characters. So if there are any 3 characters, those names will be grabbed. Grep the star resume. This way you can search. There are other characters like square bracket, opening and closing, these 2 characters, and this carrot, this one character, and this one, this is for range of expressions. Range expression is used to search anything that is in search of the grep starting with 2 and anything from this range. So this is the range of expression, anything from this. These are very important when you are doing shell scripting. Yes, the reason you have to remember these all characters. This caret is used to match start of line. You know, if you do like if you want to search all the directories, only directories, we don't want to find out. So you can say ls minus l, right? And you know that the d r w x r t. Okay, this is your some file 2. Okay, that file 2's permissions are these, and you want to search only directories. So in that case you can do grep right, no ls minus l, then pipe ls minus l. Okay, ls minus will show the long list of the files and what are the permission size and when it created everything, this long list, right? ls minus l. Grep, what? Grep, I'm starting with this character, and there's a d. If you see how I'm starting, if this is used to match start of line, so this start of line, these are the contents, right? Grep, caret, side d, and I want to search only directories, not the files. So ls minus display files, directories, links, and all everything, right? So you want to just search directories. Caret and d, if you put in this caret at the start of the line, if it is starting with a d, then display it. If it is not now starting with a D, then don't display, because right now we are interested in seeing the directories only. After mentioning this command, after running that command. So backslash, special characters need to be escaped using backslash character. So special characters like if you want to search a dollar itself, dollar itself. So this dollar matches end of the file, useful in VI editor. So in VI editor, if you are like doing something and your cursor is on the first character of the line, and you want to jump all the way up to the end of the line and the last character of the line, and then you can press this, you will jump, your cursor will jump all the way. You feel like this is my VI editor, okay, and this is my file. So I'm typing something and my cursor is right here, and I want to just jump from this W, or for example I'm over here, this P, right? My cursor is here, and if I press, when it's in command mode, when I press dollar, my cursor will jump all the way up to this dot, that's the last character of that my line. If I press this, okay, if I press this caret, this cursor will jump back to the first character of my line. Special characters need to be escaped using slash, the backslash. The backslash, sometimes I want to grab all the stars. If you put a star, I want to search star from my file. And if you are, say, grab a star in my file, then it will not search a star, it will search everything, because star is basically any character. So if you want to search a star itself, right, you have to put in a backslash on before that, like that. Backslash, grab backslash, escape this. Escape means like here I am telling Unix on my command, this star is I want to search a star, not all the words in the file. Star means everything, but I want to search a star, not everything. So you have to put in this backslash first. Shell scripting is very important. What is shell scripting? Shell is a command interpreter, means translator. That means, if for example you have, this is your kernel, right, and this is kernel, or you can say Unix, okay, Unix kernel, or the brain of the Unix, and there is shell, this shell, okay, this shell is another program or interface, right, and you like users, right, users type in some commands, and those are provided to the shell, right, shell, and shell provides that information to kernel, and kernel processes that and provides the back to the shell, and shell is giving that output to the users or programs or any libraries or drivers or whatever processes. The shell is actually interface between these, that we discussed last time. So what is shell? Is a command interpreter, that is a translator. It translates language from user's language or commands to machine's language, like machine language in binary values. Like, machine language can be, if I say like ls is the command, and then ls can be internally converted into 10100000010, something like this. This is my ls command for, or maybe like b, and this is the command for the kernel. We cannot understand what is this, all this. This is not a very short. This may be like something this big, right? That is binary. That is also a hexadecimal to binary, and this conversion, so many conversions. So shell is the command which interprets or translates everything and provides to kernel. Okay, so now shell is designed to be the interface. Interface means like, okay, what do you want to say? I can tell something to the kernel, and kernel will process that, and I will provide that to you, users and program. Okay. To say what is written, shell, actually not shell. Let me note down this. Shell is designed to be the interface to the user to receive the user's input and act on them. Correct. So there's like so many users, hundreds of users, and they are providing, sending the commands to the shell, and shell is acting on them. Okay. What are the common shell? Common shells, Bourne shell, we learned last time, Bourne shell, corn shell, KSH, and then why shell is written here? It should be shell. And CSH, right? These are the shells. Means this like interfaces. What is interface? This is again a software, we can say. Shell is another software or program which takes input from the users and provide to the kernel. Okay, what is the script? Script is like a batch file. Okay, script executes whatever you add to it. Script is actually one file. You can put in all the your commands in there, what you want to do, and just execute that. That is the script. And script is basically a file which contains a list of commands. Okay, so shell scripting is very important. Without shell scripting, you cannot survive in Unix. Okay, shell script. A shell script is created using commands and specific shell. Shell could be, you can use whatever shell you like bash shell or KSH or SCSH or TSH or SH. Those shell you can use. Use of shell script to automate tasks. This is important because now today's world, everybody wants to do the things quickly, and that is a shell script for that, to automate the task. So jobs, all scripts are scheduled to run using cron or AT command, right? So the scripts actually, the shell script you have written, it contains number of commands, right? That's a file. You have to execute that. Who is going to execute that? Cron. That cron tab file you have to create and everything. That AT command is to run one time. If you have created a script, you put in that script name in the cron tab file, right? And execute that one time by AT. Or if you want that daily so many times, frequently, maybe like 10 times, or every 5 minutes, you can execute that. So this script, shell scripting is very important. So example of a shell script, conventionally means traditionally, right? traditionally shell script should start with a line such as this. So first we can put in a hash, right? That is called pound sign or something. Okay. Then this exclamatory sign, also called band sign, and then you can put in the type in the your shell's full path. That is absolute path. Right? Slash bin slash bash. Bash means born again shell. Right? If you are using sh only the then you can say bin sh. Or if you are using ksh means corn shell, then you can bin ksh. Or if you are a C programmer, they use a csh bin csh slash bin csh. That indicates script should run in bash shell. Your script means your some file which contains so many commands, right? And those commands you want to be run under the shell which you are specifying over here. Like two characters are very important, hash and band sign. If you are not using this complete line, you are not using in shell, in your shell script, then it will take any default, the user's default shell, and the script will be executed in default shell. Okay. So for example, these are the commands I put in my shell script, and this is my shell script, complete shell script. For example, this and this. So echo is for just a print, C language. It's a printf or something. So here it is called echo instead of print. So echo, and I will type in some name in here in a double quote. Okay, and $user, I am putting one variable. That variable, there are some environment variable which has, like when you log in, this user is the variable. Its value is your ID when you logged in. Similarly, there will be like some environment variables. Okay. Okay. So your current working directory is $pwd. $pwd means you replace this with your command. Like you can say pwd. See, this is a single code. I'm running the command here. So these are all the writing something, right? But this is a command. What this will do is execute this command. What is my current working directory? And to execute this, I'm putting this command in single quote. That is also back quote. Back quote is right after the tilde. On your keyboard below tilde or tilde, there is this code that you have to type in here in order to execute your command. Say echo list of files are. So list of the files are here. You echo means just a typing print. What is it? Okay. Then ls. I'm executing one command here. ls. So what here above it will show like what are my files, and below it is going to execute one command, and that's all. This is my small script which contains only 4-5 lines. Okay, in above user pw you can put in variables. These are whatever you want to put in your username there, variable, and pw, those are variables set by user or system. It is the command mentioned to list files. ls, not is. Say ls is the command mentioned to list the files. See, these are the files. It is important to learn how to do scripts if you are to be a Unix administrator. So how to write script, that is very important. That is